What is up, Chase That Coin family? Shaka Daniel here, aka Chase That Coin. And today I want to talk about when will altcoins bounce and what you need to know. Followed up with the crypto chasers analysis. Now, what I've been doing lately is in this Bitcoin up move, followed by the Bitcoin gold fork, what I have been doing is looking for the best opportunities that I think are going to happen after the Bitcoin gold fork, which the snapshot has already happened. We discussed that. But after the 25th, which is a date that is set in everyone's head, after that time, I think between that time and leading up to the Segwit 2x fork, we're going to see some spillover into the altcoins. So I think the best opportunity is going to be within the altcoins, small to medium market caps. So we're going to get into that. Let's give it a few seconds and let the stream fill up. Share this out. Hit that like button, and we'll get into it. Let me share this out on Twitter. Okay, we have a few live viewers. Let's get into it. All right, so what I did for the stream is I put on a delay. And I also changed the latency setting, so hopefully that'll help with the freezing. All right, so what I want to talk about today, guys, is when will altcoins bounce and what I think you need to know. Now, I think that there will be a bounce in the altcoins really soon. Now, all of them won't bounce, but I do think that a lot of them are setting up to bounce. When will this happen? In my opinion, this will happen after the 25th, which is a date that people have set in their head. Now, according to Coinbase, the Bitcoin Gold snapshot has already happened. Now, what is a snapshot? A snapshot is, okay, you were holding 15 Bitcoin on the 19th, all right? They take a shot of everybody's wallet to see who was holding Bitcoin up to that time. And after that snapshot, you can sell your Bitcoin or move your Bitcoin around and do whatever, buy alts or whatever. And you would still get the forked coin or the airdropped coin because of the snapshot. So it's basically a screenshot. So according to Coinbase, that has already happened. So little do people know, you can do whatever it is that you want to do with your Bitcoin right now. Even though I don't think that the run up in Bitcoin price was due to Bitcoin Gold. Most of it wasn't. But that is a date that a lot of people have in their head, the 25th for the fork. So I think after the 25th to 26th and leading up to Segwit 2x, we're going to get some spillover into some alts. And I want to talk about which alts I think, or not, maybe not specific alts, some specific ones, but ranges. And I think the low market caps, between the low to mid market caps, is going to be a lot of up moves. Now, something that I have my eye on is Enigma. Let me check the chat. One second, guys. Okay. Mike, peace. What's up? What's up? Barbie, what's up, Barbie? Crypto Turb, yo, what's up? Brooklyn, what's up, Brooklyn? Brooklyn in the house. You are tethered until the bounce. I've just been holding Bitcoin. I have been scaling into Obsidian, and I have a open strategy trade. All right, but one thing that I do have my eye on is Enigma. I'm not going to buy this right now because I think it's going to go down because I think it was way overhyped. So I do have my eye on Enigma. I put it in the same category as something like a NMR, a numeraire, something like that. So I do have my eye on Enigma. But where are the opportunities going to be when this altcoin bounce happens? There are going to be some good opportunities up here in the higher cap, let's say the top 20. There's going to be some nice up moves, but where we're going to get the 5Xs and a lot of those, I think it's going to be down here. Somewhere around, starting from like here, metaverse. The hype is heavy with this one. So I'm going to say metaverse may see a pump. 0x. I've been meaning to get some 0x. I think it is going to be very big. Let's check this out as a matter of fact. I think it's only on Poloniex. Now there are, well, I could get it on Liquid too. Okay, so I might have to go to Liquid. I hate Binance. I'm sorry, I do not like Binance. It is terrible. I don't like it. They could easily change that though. So that's the good thing. They're picking up the volume. They could easily change that. But I do not like Binance. So I might have to go on Liquid and get some 0x. Let's check out Neblio. Neblio may see a pump. So as you notice, these are all like below, I think like 60. Metaverse is maybe like 50. So these are all pretty low cap coins. I usually don't play around with low cap coins. Now the reason I don't play around with low cap coins is because you can lose a lot quickly. And if you're not in it, the coin for straight fundamentals, you may have to sell at a big loss. Now, something like Obsidian, I don't mind taking a loss. The amount I put in there, I don't mind it fluctuating. And I'm not trading it. But to trade small cap coins is kind of iffy. It's kind of like trading on margin. Trading on margin, in my opinion, in cryptocurrency is really iffy. But there are times when you should do it. And now is a time when I think you should be focusing on lower cap coins. As far as like picking something that I may invest in, this is the way I do it. I may trade. I look at it as idea, right? And then I look at upside. Is the idea good? Now, the idea may not be good to me, or it may be very vague, or it may be silly, or whatever. But that doesn't mean that I can't make money with it, and that doesn't mean I'm not going to make money with it. Neblio, the idea is very vague, and every time I hear somebody speak about it, they compare it to, they say it's a Stratus killer, or they compare it to Neo. But I don't see anything really special about it. So I'm going to say the idea is really vague. But as far as upside and as far as hype behind it, for the very reasons why the idea is vague to me, is one of the reasons why I think that it could go up a lot. Because, you know, just because they're comparing it Stratus killer, and when people say things like that in cryptocurrency, those are buzzwords. So the buzzwords are pretty good with this one. Gas Dagger, what up? Zen BTC, let's check that out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use TradingView because I like trade. I do like this to actually trade on, but to do the charting with you guys, I prefer. What the hell? Zencash. The hype was strong with this one lately too. So we're looking at Zencash BTC pair. This candle right here is insane. Hold on, let me move it. It's behind me. I know. I remember this time. This candle right here is insane. And it looks like the upside pressure has died off a lot right at this point right here. So I would be looking for a huge pullback, probably into 27.44, around there, and then I would be looking for some upside. Or we may get a pullback into here, which, you know, some people call no man's land, which is in between the moving averages. So we may get that. I wouldn't be buying into Zencash after these moves. I personally wouldn't. It's okay to miss the boat too. Digibyte. What's that? DGB, right? What's the ticker for Digibyte? DGB, DGD? Yeah, DGB, right? It isn't that thin of a market cap, but it is within the range of the area where I said that these coins are going to have a lot of upside. So I think from like 50 down. And when I say down, that doesn't mean in the 300s ranking, you know, I'm not talking about that low. I just mean like from maybe like 50 to like 150, maybe 200 are going to see some good pumps. So Digibyte is definitely within that, in that area. Oh, okay, I see why it's not coming up. All right, so Digibyte on the 1 day. For some reason, I do have one single line down here. So I'm going to build off of that. And we could come up here, but I don't really like to come all the way up here sometimes because the chances of the coin just breaking out all the way up there are very slim. But I mean, we could still build off of that. So the overall trend for Digibyte has been downward on a higher time frame, which is the daily. But the good thing about that is there's two good things about Digibyte. One good thing is it's in the area that I said that these coins, in my opinion, but after the Bitcoin gold fork leading up to SegWit, are going to have some upside. So it's within that range. So from ranking 50 to 150, or maybe a little lower, 200, a lot of those coins are going to see some upside. And since they're thin market caps, you'll be able to probably get a 2x, 3x out of some of them. Another good thing about Digibyte is on a daily time frame, it has given us a very good, we could call this a doji, even though there's a body on it. I would much rather call it an inverted hammer. So it's setting up for an inverted hammer reversal. If it does set up for the inverted hammer reversal, another good thing about it is the moving averages aren't suppressed really close together. Now, the reason that I focus on that so much is because when the moving averages, especially if you have fast moving averages, I use a 7 and a 14. Now, I also use a 30, and I use some higher ones as well, but I don't always have them on. And the reason that I use quicker moving averages is because cryptocurrency market is 24 hours. All right, it's all day. It's 7 days a week. It is truly 24 hours. The Forex market is technically, well, all markets are kind of 24 hours, but they're not open to retail traders 24 hours. What is a retail trader? A retail trader is me and you, someone who's trading from home. We're not a financial institute. All right, so we're retail traders. Cryptocurrency is open to everybody all day. So I need, in my opinion, if I'm going to use moving averages, I'm going to use faster moving averages. So if the moving averages are really close together, even if you do get price action for a setup, your setup needs more volume to break. All right. Now, I could throw volume and an RSI on here, but I don't want to do all of that. But that's the good thing. So the moving averages aren't suppressed close to each other. All right. And it has step one as far as setting up for inverted hammer reversal. So I do like that for DigiByte. Ripple. The thing about Ripple, I like Ripple overall, but Ripple kind of shot themselves in the foot. What's up, everybody? Is the stream freezing? Is the video good? Is the audio good? See, Ripple kind of shot themselves in the foot, man. Ripple shot themselves in the foot two ways. I mean, one way they couldn't help it. So Stellar had a big announcement, big partnership. Ripple can't do anything about that. But how they shot themselves in the foot is they invited Ben Bernanke, right, as one of the main speakers, right? And then on top of that, all they did was bash other coins. They didn't even have any kind of course, they're not going to have any new innovation because I don't look to Ripple for that. But I would expect some partnerships or something. They didn't have any of that, and the technicals aren't looking good. And a good buddy of mine, you know, he loaded up on a Ripple thinking that they were gonna have some kind of big announcement or whatever. But see, I hope we all learn from this because this is gonna happen again. The best thing to do is, we all say it all the time, buy the rumor, sell the news. But you can't do that with the conference. So you buy the rumor, and leading up to the conference, 4 days before the conference, sell. Because you don't know what's going to happen in the conference. Now, if a good announcement happens in the conference, you watch the charts during the conference. If you start to see some breakouts, you can make another entry. But if you close out your profits leading up to the conference, that's guaranteed profit. And you can't lose by guaranteeing profit. So Ripple isn't looking good. And it really isn't. This isn't looking good right here. And Ripple is a mature coin, so I can analyze it on the daily time frame. And this right here. Wait, let me this right here. This is not looking good. These two candles right here, this does not look good. And the reason it doesn't look good is because support, right? What was once support, I can't even talk, turns into resistance, all right? And then we have a sign that this is very much so strong resistance. So the market broke below the support line, right? It attempted to come back up into resistance and break resistance, formed a very clean hammer right here, all right? And then right after the hammer, we got a bearish engulfing and a continuation down. This is not good for Ripple. And Ripple shot up a lot. So that's even more so a reason why it could come down a lot, all right? On the bright side for Ripple, I see a pullback of 28%. On the low side, I see a pullback of 80. And I wouldn't go that low because there's a lot of people that are going to scoop that up. So I still see another 30% downside in Ripple. Sasha Diesel, what up, bro? Nog Fresh, my boy Nog Fresh, NYC in the building. Yeah, please do. Everybody, please do tune into the live stream more often. I'm working out the technicals. I hope the video is good. The chat, I hope all that is good right now. I'm working out the technicals, moving my setup around. Yeah, I'm still working out the video. I don't know. All right. Any coins? What's up? Bring the coins in. What coins you want? What coins you guys want? My username on TradingView chat. I don't use TradingView chat. I mean, I don't really. I think it's Fortune Shaka, but I don't really. You know, I'm not in the chat boxes really. If I am trying to talk to people, I'm on Slack. I'm on Riot. And these are only in coins that I really feel like are undeveloped. Oh, if I feel like talking, I'm in Bitcoin Barbie. Bitcoin Barbie, she has a group, a private group. I'm not saying everybody could get in. I'm just saying but I'm not really like in, I'm not in, I'm not in, the chat boxes. Shout out Queens. Yeah, you already know. What's up? What coins you guys want? Let's do the coins. Because you guys already know how I feel. The opportunities are right here. Let's look for where the opportunities are. I think in my opinion. Now I am going to be looking for trades that are, you know what I mean, up higher up. But I think the big opportunities are going to be down here. All right, especially after everybody sells their Bitcoin Gold. And speaking of Bitcoin Gold quickly, Bitcoin Gold is going to pump at first. And it's going to pump at first because everybody's not going to be able to get their Bitcoin Gold right away. So it's going to be a artificial restriction of the supply. People are going to be artificially hoarding it because they aren't going to be able to access it. So since they aren't going to be able to access it, the small amount that is on the market, somebody could come in, buy those up, and move the price a lot. Don't get sucked into that. And then it's going to dip. That's what happened to Bitcoin Cash. And it may happen to this one as well. But don't get sucked into that. So in my opinion, the opportunities are going to start from here. Maybe even 50 down. You know, 50, from 50, 60 down to like 150. A lot of these coins are going to pop once people start selling off their Bitcoin gold, excuse me. I don't really see a big sell-off in Bitcoin coming. At least not a sustained one, because people are going to be, this 2x fork is going to be legit. People are going to be wanting to hold that. So there is no way Bitcoin is going to go back down to 4,000, anything like that, with this fork coming up, right? If anything, I think that fork may push Bitcoin up to like 7,500, something like that. So in my opinion, all the opportunities are here. Well, these are the opportunities. Now that's not me saying that Pura or MCAP are gonna go up 10x, but a lot of these coins are gonna see nice moves. All right. I'm looking at Enigma right now. I'm looking at Obsidian. Let's check out Obsidian real quick. I hope you guys are filling up the chat box with the coins you want me to go over. So yeah, Obsidian is doing all right. It was up 10% earlier, but it's a thin coin, you know, so whatever. What coins you guys want though? Vert. We did Vert yesterday, but since the live stream wasn't the best yesterday, we're gonna do it again. Let's do it again. And I'm actually gonna chart. Well, I did start to chart this one for whatever reason. Yeah, with Vert, what I would be expecting is I would be expecting one of these. All right, maybe even a pushback up. And then one of these. I'm going to move it from behind my head. That's what I would expect from Vert. Vert on the RSI, definitely yesterday, I think it was overbought. And it is setting up for a long leg doji reversal. So I wouldn't get into Vert coin right here. Next year, I think Vertcoin is going to definitely go higher than this. Vertcoin is another coin where I do not see the value in Vertcoin. I think Litecoin is better. I think there's so much things better than Vertcoin. But that doesn't matter because I'm not a specific fan of any real cryptocurrency except for like Bitcoin. I like the rest of them. I use them as vehicles or opportunities, but I'm not super biased or a fanboy of any of them. So I think Vertcoin is going to go much higher, but I wouldn't get into Vertcoin right here. Vertcoin could easily come back down here to 20,000. So I wouldn't get into Vertcoin. I did Zencash, bro. And the key is, I know, and it may sound really simple and all of that good stuff, but one of the main keys is to just be okay with missing out. You got to be okay with missing out because it's going to save you money. Link. I don't know if I could do Link. I can give you my opinion on Link. Matter of fact, I could do Link, right? I would have to go back to my Cryptopia. Unless it's on. Yeah, I can't do Link. I'm trying to stay on TradingView. You got to give me things I could do on TradingView. I can give you my opinion on Link. My opinion on Link is that it is, if they pull off what they say that they're going to do, it's going to be very important to smart contracts. It's going to be able to work with Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Quantum, Tezos, if Tezos launches. You know, it's going to be able to work with a lot of different smart contract players. So, and I do think that this is a great price. I was going to buy in to the ICO. I couldn't get in. I was going to buy in at 17 cents. Now, the thing that stopped me from buying in at 17 cents is I do not like Ether Delta, and I do not like Binance. I really don't like Ether Delta because, in my opinion, when something goes up on Ether Delta, it is very easy to buy something on Ether Delta, but the volume isn't always there on when you want to get your money out. So I'm not a big fan of Ether Delta, but I do think Chainlink is going to be very good. Strat Neblio. I did Neblio. Or did I do Neblio? I think I talked about it. I'll do Strat because Strat is one that I am in. I have a running Strat trade already. I think I called Strat like 4 days ago. I got into the Strat trade about 4 days ago. All right, so Strat, ooh, Strat is looking good. I haven't seen a cryptocurrency so bullish in a while. All right, people were hype about the Ripple move, which was a very small move, which was very small, and the Ripple move just showed you how many people are focused on USD value versus Bitcoin value, because in Bitcoin value the move was very little. But I think Stratus is setting up for a very, very, very nice move. Now, what I could do right here for this is, and the reason that I can do this, right? I'm going to explain why I can do this right here. Extend this line. Now, the reason that I can extend this downward trend line let me move this. The reason why I can extend this downward trending line to continue or to extend my triangle squeeze is because I talked about this a little while ago, but I'll explain it quickly. This in between here is the support area, and the reason you may say I have to pick a line. How can the support be here and here? When you're thinking of the principle of support and resistance is a sliding scale. That means if you put a support line here, no matter how good you are, right, the actual support may be a little bit below or a little bit above it. So you may hear some people refer to support levels as reload zones. All right. And what is a reload zone? This is how some people draw up their support. All right. Now I may draw up my support with lines. All right. But in my head, I know that my line isn't the end all be all. The actual support may be a little bit above it or a little bit below it. Right. But some people draw up their support like this. All right. And the market coming down, let's say that this is the market. Let me move it from behind my head. Right. So now the market is coming down. They're looking to buy in anywhere in this zone. That's the same principle as what I'm doing here, but I'm just representing it with lines. All right. So if I do extend the downward trending line to continue my triangle squeeze, and another key principle of price action is you cannot get price action from a moving candle. So this candle right here is open and moving. So I can't jump the gun and say, oh, it's up here. I would have to wait till 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when this candle closes, right, to say, okay, yes, Stratus has broken out of the triangle, right? It has closed above both my moving averages. I am super bullish Stratus. Even though I've been calling that since back here, all right? I've been calling that from back here because I got the bullish sign here. This is where I got the bullish sign. This right here, this may just look like two candles, but this is a very, super, very, very bullish pattern, especially in cryptocurrency. This is a very super bullish pattern, and it's called bullish piercing. It's when you have a bearish candle, a gap down, and then a bullish candle that closes 50%. All right, you could look that up, and I'll make a video to get really deep into it. But Stratus, we're gonna make some money on Stratus. And even though I feel like the bigger opportunities are from 50 to 200 maybe, Stratus, I'm very bullish Stratus. I was very bullish Litecoin, but Litecoin still has some sell-off in it a little bit. Oh, and another thing, the fundamentals. Stratus is building things that is gonna help Bitcoin. That's super bullish. Stratus is building things that are gonna work hand in hand with Bitcoin. That's very bullish. Amisa Go, yes, I'll do Amisa Go. I think Amisa Go. Well, I have to look at the BitConnect and gas are mooning now. BitConnect. The BitConnect, the reason that BitConnect goes up with Bitcoin is because the way that the scheme works is, I'm pretty sure they're just taking people's Bitcoin, right? As the price goes up, they slowly feed you back the Bitcoin, right? Or they give you back tokens with a representation number, all right? So it's gonna go up. It's always gonna go up when Bitcoin goes up because it's tied into the scheme. It has to go up. It's not because of any technicals. It's not because of anybody's buying it. It's just because the way that the scheme works, it has to go up with Bitcoin, the BitConnect tokens. Gas is very volatile. All right. Gas, and this is the thing. I think that may happen to a lot of people. Yes, there is a very limited amount of gas right now, right? But. Right. That just distracted me. There is a limited amount of gas, right? But the rate at which gas will be created isn't set yet. All right. So I think that there will be a time where there's just going to be a huge amount of gas that's going to come into the market, and then it's gonna dilute the people that are buying gas now. So yes, gas is good to trade now because it's volatile, but at the rate of creation isn't set yet. So I wouldn't be really trying to buy gas for the long term. Right? Because if you are DYOR, which is doing your own research, you understand that Neo is the share of the company, which may get them in trouble or not. I don't know. I'm not fudding you. But Neo is the share, technically, like the share of the company or the share of the blockchain, right? And the gas is like what Ether is, right? So you need the gas to interact with the network. So obviously there has to be much more gas than what there is now. So Shad Rizvi says, I've been out of alts for months. I saw the blood coming. Time to jump back in, perhaps. Yeah. I mean, if you saw that blood coming, whether it was your intuition or whatever it is that made you see that is great for you. Is it time to jump back in? I would say that there is a period, all right, at which we could jump back in. And I think from the 25th leading up to maybe a week before the 2x fork, we may get some volatility and some upside within the alts. But then it's going to go back down because people are going to be looking to get that 2x. Then after that, I think alts pump back up. And remember, China's money isn't even back in this game yet, guys. China's money isn't even back in the game yet. Everybody hit that like button, hit subscribe, like all that good stuff. Share this out. China's money isn't even back in the game yet. All right? China's money isn't even back. I'm super bullish. Extra bytes. XBY. I mean, I'll look at it on and this is the thing, guys. I am happy to give my opinion on any coin you have, whether I feel like it's a shit coin or not. And just because I feel like it's a shit coin, doesn't mean you can't make money off of it, and doesn't mean I can't make money off of it. And if I see an opportunity to make money off of it, I'm gonna go and participate. So I have no, and me doing looking up your guys' coins, I'm finding out coins from you. You know, we're both helping each other. A lot of these coins I stumble on by doing this with you guys. Because I'm personally, I'm not looking through all of these 300. I'm not in these super low ranks and trying to like sift for gold, because it's very time consuming. And the way that I trade, yes, I can do that because I don't look at the chart much. I mean, I look at it every day, but I don't look at it all day. So first of all, let's take a look at what markets this is on. Cryptopia. All right, so it's on the thin markets. Let's take a look at let's quickly look at their website. Ooh. All right, so right off the back, this is funny. It's a modular blockchain platform designed to provide significant increases in security, scalability, decentralization opportunities over current blockchain technologies. This is what Tezos is. This is what Tezos is proposing. I don't see them saying anything about formal verification, proof of stake. Wait, proof of stake? Proof of signature. I don't know what that is. I would have to look into that. I mean, that's a good idea. And a couple days ago, in my last live stream, I told you guys, I said that the modular blockchain is the next bucket. That's the next big bucket. Now, with me saying that, that doesn't mean that extra bits or whatever, or however you say it, that doesn't mean that this is, you know, but from that idea, that is a solid idea. As from the eye test, I didn't read the white paper. I am going to read the white paper. And the funny thing is, that's the first cryptocurrency in a while that I've clicked that somebody has asked me to do, and I click on the website, and from the first couple words, I'm like, this might be something. I have to go look at it now. But that is what a modular blockchain. So what is a modular blockchain? A modular blockchain is basically a blockchain that's like a Rubik's Cube. All right? So if the blockchain is like Dash today, right? But we want to add smart contracts, we just add it. Our blockchain is a Rubik's Cube. We can add it. Now we're like Dash, and we have smart contracts, and we could do master nodes, and we could add this. And so I'm telling you, the first project that pulls that off, that is going to change the way people design their blockchains. Teams are going to be forced to change the way that they even think about, because if you're going to design a blockchain that doesn't do that, you're going to be left behind. You're going to have to constantly hard fork, you know, and some things you won't even be able to implement because the protocol layer isn't built to implement that. So, but if you can change, if your blockchain is a Rubik's Cube, and you can change it at the protocol layer, I'm telling you, I told you first. So I'm gonna look into this. This sounds interesting. This sounds very interesting. Thank you for that. Crypto can't gap down. It's 24 hours. See, we're all here to learn from each other, and I'm going to tell you that crypto can gap down, and it gaps down all the time. This is a gap down right here. This is a gap down. As you can see, the market closed here, and then the next candle opened up down here. That's called a gap down. Now, if I go on a smaller time frame, it happens all the time on smaller time frames. right here. Right here. The market opened up here, right? It closed here and it gapped up here and it opened up here. Happens all the time, bro. That's when you hear somebody say gap, and it's important that we learn the terminology. So we're going to learn the terminology. I'm going to learn from you. You're going to learn from me. We're all in the chase together. I appreciate you all. But that's what, when somebody says a gap up or a gap down, that's what they mean. The market opens, closes at a specific point, and it's normally, right? Normally what happens is the market closes here and it opens back up at that same level. But sometimes the market can close at a specific price and then price action can open up below that price or above that price, creating a gap. XZC looks good. Let's check that out. Is my stream still good, guys? Because I'm still working on the wait, what was it? XCZ? XZC. Oh, Zcoin. Yeah, let's look at Zcoin. If my stream is still good, guys, hit that like button. If it's not, hit the thumbs down. I take those too. Zcoin. All right, Zcoin, thin market cap. Roger, if I'm not mistaken, Roger Ver is involved in this, right? If I'm not mistaken. Either, yeah, I think it's Zcoin. So it's XZC, right? And let me move this from behind my head so we can check it out. All right, so the way that I like to start, guys, is I start at a higher time frame and then I work my way down. And the reason that I do that is so that I can get an overall picture of how the market has been moving from the past to present. So I'm going to say that there was a downward trend going on for Zcoin, but now what I see is a very subtle upward sloping trend, and it's very subtle though. All right, so I'm seeing a very subtle upward sloping trend. All right. And the good thing about that is, hold on, Zcoin does look good. Let me draw this up. Bear with me, guys, because when it's your turn to do your coin, you're going to want everybody to bear with you. And you might see some good opportunities in here that you didn't see before. The same with me. I would have probably never seen this opportunity if it wasn't for. So you might see some good opportunities. You might see some good coins, you know. And we're all in the chase together, people. We're all here together. We're all trying to eat. Knife and forks. We're all trying to eat. Zcoin does look good. Zcoin does look good. Right now, from my trading style, I would have gotten in on this red candle right here. Let me zoom in. For my trading style, I would have gotten on this red candle right here. So I would have been probably up a little bit in profit. But the thing that I do like about this is it's respecting the upward trend line, right? Not only is it respecting the upward trend line, right? It pulled back above support. So we have an upward trend line, right? Creating somewhat of a triangle squeeze. So we could call this a triangle squeeze right here. And it has broken out of the triangle squeeze. We do have a crossing of the 7 and the 14 moving average, giving us confirmation. All right. So what I would like to see to continue my bullish trend, or my bullish confluence. That's another word that we like to use, that I like to use here. Confluence. Confluence is multiple reasons why the market is going to do whatever it is you feel it's going to do. So I need multiple reasons that I think it's going to go up. So I'm getting multiple reasons. But to continue on with my confluence, I would like to see this candle close above the 7 moving average. If it closes above the 7 moving average, I'm going to continue my bullish bias. If it continues above very bullishly, given it's a bullish engulfing candle here at this support, I'm going to say Zcoin is getting ready to take off. But I still would be looking for bullish evidence, but it is in a very good spot to go up. Economy is a funny one. Economy may be a security. Economy may be a security. Why do all these altcoins have the same exact website? I don't know. A lot of ICOs and cryptocurrencies, you know, they use the same people. They're, you know, a lot of them may use the same graphic designer, the same lawyer, or same, you know, they have a lot of things in common. The tip of my head is always cut off. Maybe because I get too close. Or maybe because I don't know. I'm still trying to, I'm trying to get used to the mic distance, because I usually have my mic over there. But then when I do that, the videos, so I'm working on putting it all together, the masterpiece. All right. I claim to be good on the charts. I never claimed to be good at doing graphic design and Photoshop and all that. I never claimed to be good at any of that stuff. So yeah, my head gets cut off because I get close, and I probably do need glasses too. That's why I'm always squinting. Any news on Tezos? No news on Tezos. Arthur Brightman has been putting out a lot of updates. They just got a new office. They're doing. Yeah, that's the type of thing I just want to let it sit over there for a little bit, and just let them remember where they came from and where they're going, and you know, because they do have a lot of money, and maybe they do need a little bit of an awakening. Give me the ticker. Give me the tick. When you guys ask me for the coin, give me the ticker so I don't have to go to CoinMarketCap. Cody in 3D says, I love your videos. Thanks, bro. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Some of you guys been here for a while. Some of you guys are new. Most of you guys been here for a while, because I stopped making videos for a while and I had a lot of the same subscribers. So most of you guys have been here. Can I do AVT, please? AVT. Yeah, I can do AVT. Let's see. Before I do AVT, everybody go hit that like button and go hit subscribe and share this out on Twitter, Facebook. Send a link and a text message to your friend. All of that. Hold on, let me see. See, I done talked and forgot. AVT, yeah, AVT. I was supposed to go get a haircut. Maybe I can still go do that. Oh, this is fresh. This is fresh, brother. This is very new. And see, ooh, that was gold right there. And I want you guys to pick up on certain things. All right. This is why this is why you do not let the moving averages predict what it is that you want to do. You need to let the candles make you mold your decisions, not moving averages or any indicator for that matter. All right, because look, there is no 14. All right, and that is because the numbers that you put on the moving average, that defines how the moving average reacts and when it reacts. So the higher the time frame, the more candles you need for the moving average to actually react. All right. The lower the time frame, the less candles it needs and the quicker it reacts. So that's getting off topic, but whatever. But the moral of that was, don't let these indicators, you need to be your own indicator. Can you be your own indicator? Yes, you can. You can be your own RSI. You can be your own. One of the ones that I do find very helpful is volume. And I don't even consider that an indicator. I mean, it is, but volume is one that I always use. RSI, I don't really need the RSI. People like it, so I do use it. This market is very, very, it's new, it's thin, it's choppy. For the gentleman that said gaps don't happen in cryptocurrency, look at all of these gaps. Everywhere is a gap. I can't really give you, it wouldn't be fair for me to give you any technicals on this. It's too new. It's too new and it's too choppy. Anything can happen from here. It is at a low point that it has been at before. So, I mean, could it turn around and go up from here? Yeah. Could it still continue to go down to about 40 Satoshis? Yeah, it could lose 6 Satoshi value from here. So, and it wouldn't be fair for me to give you analysis on something that's so new and thin. Let's check back in a month and we'll do, or maybe a few weeks and we'll do some analysis on that. Veritasium. I cannot do Veritasium because it's on Ether Delta. As a matter of fact, all right, let's do this because I can. I can do all of these. I'll just have to do Coinigy. Now I can do every coin you guys want. Now I can do them all. I like this for my personal trading. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the fact that I have to look through the names here like this. I don't like that. So now if you guys want me to do like this, now I can do every coin, most of the coins pretty much every coin, right? But now I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need you to put the ticker and put which exchange so I don't have to, all right? So now I can do all your coins. Very, and Very is on Ether Delta, right? Oh, they don't even have Ether Delta. So nope, see? Is it D? Nope. Nope, sorry, guy. Yep, see? No, I'm going back to TradingView. They don't even have Ether Delta on there. Unless I don't, I mean, if they do, then let's check out BTC USD real quick. Because this is going to shape, I hate when I do that. This is what's going to shape what's going to happen with the altcoins, really, for the most part. All right, since Bitcoin is the OG, I can chart it on a very high time frame. So there's a lot of people that are wishing that we come back down into these zones. The reason that I haven't deleted these zones, I got zones, I think in the 300s, 200s. But the reason I haven't is because where the market has been before, it can always come back to. So it is possible for Bitcoin to come back to these levels, 900, 800. Will it? In my opinion, no. Like I said, I've been calling for some pullback in Bitcoin for a little bit. Not as far as a bearish trend, not the start of a bearish trend, but some pullback at least into 55.64 or into one of the moving averages, or maybe here into 53.98. So that would be healthy pullback. All right. If it pulls back into these areas, these are the areas that are gonna allow us to have Bitcoin move sideways. Why do we want Bitcoin to move sideways? Why do we even care that Bitcoin is moving sideways? Because when Bitcoin is moving sideways, that's going to give us the opportunity to really trade and really get good opportunities for altcoins to go up. There's two main times when altcoins go up. A lot of people think that when Bitcoin goes down, alts automatically go up. That's not true. The two main times that alts go up is when Bitcoin is going sideways, right? Well, that's the main time when alts go up. When Bitcoin is going sideways. I was going to say going sideways or holding, but that's the same thing. If it's consolidating, it's fluctuating very little in price. Few dollars, $10, $50 maybe. Or when it's going up a little bit. But once Bitcoin go up 6%, alts will fall. Neo, yeah, let's do Neo. So I'm looking for some pullback, guys. If Bitcoin USD pulls back into 55.64 and people start screaming bear market, they're fudding you. All right. In my opinion, for us to see bear market, to think bear market or not even bear market, at least think short-term bearish trend, we would have to break 49.45. If we break 49.45 and attempt to push back above 49.45 and don't, then I would say short-term bearish move, probably down to 39.96 or 32.19. But those aren't going to happen because 2x is going to keep this market up. So in my opinion, we're going to go sideways, then we're going to push up. All right, enough with Bitcoin USD. Enough for USD anything. Let's go to Neo. How long have I been doing this? I don't want to make these too long. But this one is kind of to make up for yesterday because yesterday was really glitched out. Neo, I love to look at Neo's chart, even when it's down. And the reason that I love to look at Neo's chart, even when it's down, is because you can see the strength in Neo as far as people's belief in it. All right. Neo has broken its upward trend. It has broken support. Not only has it broken the whole support zone. Remember what I said. The actual support may be this line, or it may be this line, or it may be anywhere in between here. It has broken this whole zone. But Neo, I would get in this trade. Neo is a trade that I would get into today. Am I telling you to take the Neo trade? No. Neo is a trade that I would get into today. Why? Because what I'm expecting from Neo is a snapback above this upward trending line. And a snapback above that trending line would equal from its current position, at least a minimum 30% gain. I like that move. On a high side, 80%. I don't think that will happen right now. But 30% in between the Bitcoin Gold and the Bitcoin 2X Forex, possible. I like this trade. I may actually even take this trade after this. Really, I like this trade. Let's check the... Neo Gas, one of the coolest setups around. I mean, Neo Gas, and this is my opinion, guys. Matter of fact, I don't even care if you dislike it or whatever, but this is my opinion, just to let you know. Neo Gas is, when you think about it, it is very smart, right? But, if Neo, the coin, is only going to be just held, and you just expect it to go up in value and there is no use case for it, that kind of classes it as a security. That's one of the things that they look for when they're talking about securities. Why do you have that token? You have that token and you only expect it to go up in value. You're not using it for anything. Now, if you expect gas to go up in value, right? That's one thing. But you also need the gas to do the smart contracts and to interact with the network. So it has a use case. That's why Ethereum is not a security. That's why Tezos is not a security, and the SEC won't be able to do anything to Tezos, most likely. So Neo, it's splitting a coin like that is very smart as far as the uses, because you know, you would want to hold something. You don't want to hold the thing. You don't want to use the thing that you think is going to go up in value. But them doing that creates somewhat of a security kind of situation. Could I look at ARK? Yes, I can look at ARK. Everybody go hit that like button, people. Everybody go hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Hold on, let me change this thing because I hate this. I hate that dot. All right. ARK. Did I just do ARK? I don't know. All right, ARK, I'm seeing a slight upward slope. Okay, that's what it was. I just did a coin that I said the same thing with, but I'm seeing the same thing here. Let me quickly draw up ARK, and ARK is another one. See, this is why you don't get caught up in these flavor of the month things, guys. Now, because you'll feel much better. Hold on, let me check the stream real quick. You'll feel much better, right? You'll feel much better if you're holding a cryptocurrency bag, right, that you like the fundamentals. You'll feel much better. I'm telling you. Now, if it's a cryptocurrency that was the hype of the month and you bought into it because it was going up that week or that month, and then it becomes a bag, then it becomes a drag. But if it's something that you like the fundamentals of, you genuinely like the fundamentals of, then if you got to hold the bag for 5 months, it doesn't become so burdensome. And that's what successful trading and all that, that's a part of it. Finding ways to become less stress-free. And that's one of the ways. Not buying these hype coins that are going to put stress on you when they sink. And not to say that ARK is one of those, but ARK had that. So a lot of people, it brought a lot of attention to ARK when it was just shooting up. And some people bought because of that. Now, the thing that I'm going to say about ARK is this. ARK does have some positives. It is at a strong level of support. It is a proof of stake coin. Proof of stake, in my opinion, is going to be something that people want to be involved in with things just because it's proof of stake. And it gives them a chance to be the miner, the holder. It gives a lot of opportunities. So, but what I would be looking for, okay, let me break it down for you for real. All right, overall, ARK has been, the overall trend for ARK is still upward. All right, and why is that? Because from the beginning of the charting all the way until current is upward. Even though this leg, well, let me move it from behind my head. Even though this leg is downward, all right, that doesn't call for a bear market. All right, that just calls for a correction or a short-term bear trend. So that's what ARK is in. So what would I be looking for? I would come down to a smaller time frame, say the 4 hour. All right. And I would be looking for some bullish evidence here. Even though we are getting bullish evidence, you got the bullish evidence right here with the doji reversal. But I would look for at least one more sign of bullish evidence here. And for the fact that the 7 and the 14 moving average are looking like they're going to compress. So remember what I told you guys about when the moving averages are like this compared to when they're open. When they're open, it's easier for the candles to go inside of them and break through. But when they're compressed, when they're tight, let me give you an example here. When they're more so tight, like this right here, it's harder for the candles to break through. But when it's open and separated like this, look, the market gets a chance to come in here, play in no man's land, and either break up or break down. And it's starting to set up where the moving averages are constricted. So that doesn't mean ARK can't break above it, but that means that ARK is gonna need more volume to break. It's gonna need more of a serious move. So that's why I would be looking for another sign of bullish evidence. Why? Because multiple signs of bullish evidence is going to give us what? Confluence. That's what I like to use in trading. Confluence is basically, in layman terms, multiple reasons why something is going to happen. Multiple reasons why the market is going to go up, or multiple reasons why the market is going to go down. If I only have one reason, the chances of the market doing what I think it is are slim. If I have 5, that increases my chances of the market doing what I think it's going to do. Let's get back to the chat with the chasers. Which part was confusing? And if it was a part about the moving averages, maybe I could explain it a little better. Or if it's something that I can explain on another coin, we can do that as well. Most alts are going to zero. I would have to probably agree with you. Are they going to go to zero tomorrow? No. Can we make thousands of dollars with these same alts that are going to go to zero? Yes. Does being a fanboy of one cryptocurrency limit the amount of money that you can make, or the amount of cryptocurrency that you can make? Yes. The fees on Binance are so low, I want to reconsider. Yes, the fees are really low. And if you hold the Binance coin, Neo being a security. I'll get back to that in a second. So if you hold the Binance coin, right? If you hold the Binance coin, the trading is even cheaper. The fees go even down even more. So I like that. And see, if you really think about it, that's a reason to be super bullish Binance coin. That's a reason to be super bullish their coin, because they set up a reason for you to hold their coin. They set up a whole reason for you to, what's going on? They set up a whole reason for you to hold their coin. So quickly, with Neo being a security, one of the things that the SEC looks for when they're classifying something as a security, all right, is whether it has a use case. The reason Ethereum is not a security, even though they did sell their token to people, the reason it is not a security is because you have to use Ether to write smart contracts to interact with the network. Now, if you did not have to use Ether to interact with the Ether network, and you were just holding Ether, hoping that it goes from 10 cents to $100, that makes it a security. It doesn't have a use case. The only reason you're holding it is because you hope it goes up in value. That's what stocks are. And you know, it's a security. You're playing with securities. Neo the Neo coin, it doesn't have a use case as of yet. If they were smart, they would figure out a use case to keep them away from the SEC. All right. And just because they're in China doesn't mean the SEC can't go after them, because everybody in the world is under USD jurisdiction. Everybody. So the Neo coin itself, if it doesn't have a use case and you're only holding it because you want it to go from $30 to $300, makes it a security. Gas won't be considered that, because gas, you need gas to write smart contracts and to interact with the network. So even if you're holding it, hoping it goes up, it still has a use case. Monero. Let's do Monero. I haven't looked at Monero in a while. And this is what I want you guys to understand. Let me check the stream. This is what I want you guys to understand. I may have an opinion on something, and the opinion may be negative overall. But that does not mean that I'm not going to trade it. That doesn't mean I don't like it. And my personal opinion is that anonymous coins could be one of the first baskets that we see get phased out. And that is because things like what Stratus is building. Stratus is building something called Tumblebit. Tumblebit is going to be a Bitcoin wallet that you can send Bitcoin anonymously. So basically, Tumblebit is going to have a tumbling feature, the same way Dash uses to tumble their coins. Tumblebit is going to be a Bitcoin wallet that you have your Bitcoin on, right? And when you send a transaction, I send it to you, it tumbles the Bitcoin, cleaning the Bitcoin. So basically making it anonymous. Once, that's going to be the first. Once multiple wallets start to do this, all right, that's going to be the first reason why anonymous coins start to get phased out. Then, you know, things only get better. Then people start figuring out a way to make the anonymity even better for Bitcoin wallets, or just a layer 2 solution on top of Bitcoin. After that, I don't see a reason for anonymous coins. But until then, let's get this money from all these anonymous coins. And with that being said, Monero is at a great spot. Monero is at a great spot. Matter of fact, let me go up to the higher time frame first, because Monero has been around for a while. All right. So what I would be looking for is, I would be looking for bullish evidence to the upside on the 1-day time frame. Now you notice how some of the thinner altcoins with lower market caps, or the newer ones, I have to go down to the hourly, and I'm looking for bullish evidence on the hourly. Something like Ripple, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Monero, Neo. I'm looking for bullish evidence on the daily time frame, because they have been around for some time. There is enough information, and they do have enough volume to give me strong bullish evidence on a higher time frame. So Monero has a lot of good things going for itself. It has the fact that it has a pullback, and you might say, how is it having a pullback a good thing? Pullbacks lead to up moves and higher up moves. If there's no pullback, it gives no new people a chance to get in. It doesn't give the people a chance to sell and reposition at the bottom. All right, we need pullback. So it had a 55% pullback, strong pullback, good pullback. All right. So what I would be looking for is, I would be looking for bullish evidence on the daily time frame. All right. If by the time we get the bullish evidence, the moving averages get restricted. Remember what I told you about the restriction of the moving averages. If they get restricted by the time that we get the bullish evidence, I'm going to need multiple bullish evidence. If I get those multiple bullish evidence to the upside, I'm going to get into Monero. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on Monero for that. Hope that helped you out. Hit that like button. How many likes do we got, guys? XML on Big Tricks. Oh, okay, Stellar. Yeah, you guys wanted me to do Stellar. So this, I want you guys to get used to this as well. Don't make it feel like I'm lecturing you or anything. I just want you guys to, because this is going to help you become better traders and better investors. I hope that you didn't buy XML just because of that big up move. And if you did, I hope it works out well for you, and I hope you don't get burned. But with that being said, the thing about that recent XLM move is that XLM has a lot of upside left, possible upside. Has a lot of possible upside left. So let me just quickly draw this chart up, and then I hope you guys don't feel any type of way that I'm drawing certain charts up and I'm not drawing others. And the ones that I'm going more into detail with, they may be better opportunities than others. So that doesn't mean that it's a good opportunity, but they look like possibly better opportunities. So I'm going to focus a little bit more time on that. But that's good for you, because, you know, what's an opportunity for me could possibly be an opportunity for you as well. So we're going to draw, I'm drawing this up real quick. I'm not going to put too many lines on, even though I do see a few more. And I'm quickly doing this, so I'm not back testing, which I should. Okay, whatever, I'll leave it black. Every one of these lines that I add on, in all actuality, I should be back testing. Just to check the strength of the line that I'm putting on. All right. Because just because it's a level of support here, it may have been irrelevant in my back test. All right, so. All right, so obviously XLM had an announcement, unexpected announcement. I mean, we should have expected that it was going to move up somewhat in price just because of XRP. But then we had an unexpected announcement. Boom, big move. All right, big move, big pullback. And the thing about this pullback, all right, the thing about this pullback that I don't like is the fact that it gave us 3 black crows, a clean 3 black crows. What is 3 black crows, Shaka? 3 black crows is 3 consecutive sizable bearish candles. So not little baby candles like this, not 3 little candles like that. 3 sizable or volume candles, which some people call them volume candles, whatever. In trading, you're going to hear multiple names for the same thing. All right, so it gave us 3 black crows. 3 black crows is usually a very bad sign, all right, or a sign of more downward moves to come. So what happens after 3 black crows usually is you get 3 black crows, you get a push back up. Sometimes you get a push back up into 50% of the first bearish candle, followed by more sell-off. So I wouldn't be surprised if we came back down to $394 Satoshis. That's why I would set up some buys there. I would set up some buys at 394, and I would also set up some buys at 450. Those where I would open my buys up at. I wouldn't buy now. Why is everyone under the USD security? Everybody in the world is under USD jurisdiction. All right. The United States dollar is the world reserve currency. So you know what that means? That basically means that the United States dollar is what gold once was. So the dollar used to be backed by gold. Now all the rest of these currencies are backed by the USD, the US dollar. All right. Everybody in the world isn't under China jurisdiction, but everybody in the world is under USD jurisdiction. So that's why the US can extradite or go after anyone. USD laws are everywhere. They count for everywhere. And on top of that, I would say in 95% of ICOs, there is USD money involved, US money involved. So a US investor is involved in 95% of ICOs. No matter how far they go out to do KYC and all of that, to prevent that, 95% of ICOs are involved with USD money. So Stellar, yeah, I would set up some buys at 450. On the low side, I would probably set up some buys around what did I say? From 350 to 450. I would set up some buys in there. And if there is more upside for Stellar, which I do think there is a lot more upside for Stellar, even on the low side as far as upside, there's 141% there. So even on the low side, even if it doesn't go back to all-time highs, there's still 141% in there waiting to be picked up. Now, how are you going to go about picking that up is what's going to make it easy or make it miserable, where you have to hold. And most new people don't hold. Why so low moving average? What's the reason behind 7 and 15, not 10, 24, or whatever? Like I said, the reason for the low moving averages are because cryptocurrency is the only truly 24-hour market in the world, 24/7. So the Forex market is 24/7 as well. But when I mean 24/7, I mean 24/7 open to retail traders. What is a retail trader? A retail trader is like me and you. I'm a retail trader. You're a retail trader because we're not a big institution. We don't have a business. I'm trading my personal money for my personal gains. I'm a retail trader. Cryptocurrency is open Sunday 1 a.m., Sunday 1 p.m. every day. So you need moving averages that are going to react to the fast pace. All right. One day, Tone Vase, and YLGV, we did a few months ago, like 3 months ago, we did a show with then that was one of my favorite shows. It's not one of the most viewed shows that I've ever done, but just the fact that Tone got to do his analysis and then I got to pull my screen up and do my analysis, that was huge. So that's on James Bond channel. But the fact, I asked him that, I said, why do you use such high moving averages? And his answer for that was force of habit. I am used to doing it from from trading stocks or options, or I think he trades options. He's like, he's used to doing it from traditional markets. So he didn't give me any kind of real technical, it's just a force of habit. And other newer traders do it as well because they see other guys do it. My logic behind using quicker moving averages is because the cryptocurrency market is very fast. I need my moving averages to react. A 200-day moving average is only going to get a real true reaction in any kind of way every 200 candles. That's insane. The cryptocurrency market, I put this video out today. In 2 days, this video is obsolete. The information that I gave you may be obsolete. Everybody go hit that like button, man. Somebody tell me how many likes we got. IOTA on Bitfinex. I think, see, IOTA is one of those IoT BTC, right? IOTA is one of those funny ones. I was thinking to myself the other day, why hasn't any of these other exchanges listed EOS and IOTA yet? IOTA, I don't know why yet. I think because, you know, they probably don't want to go out there and go on a limb, as Bittrex probably doesn't want to go out on a limb and be the first exchange to add. Bitfinex is its own thing. But Bittrex or Poloniex probably doesn't want to go out on a limb and be the first person to add something that's not blockchain, and then it fails. That's not going to look good on them. If they add something that's not blockchain, the price goes up a lot, and then the technology is flawed and it fails. That's not going to be good. EOS, I know for sure, because if Bittrex lists EOS today, EOS token today is a security. It has no use case. It doesn't do anything. You're holding it in hopes that it goes up in value. So EOS, the token, at least today, when it launches and it goes live, it's not a security because it has use cases. Today, EOS today is a security. IOTA. IOTA on the wait, okay. Since I'm gonna do IOTA some justice, because a lot of you probably want IOTA as well. I'm gonna do IOTA some justice. I'm gonna draw up the IOTA chart really quickly, and then after this, I'll probably do a few more questions, and then probably we call it. How long have I been doing this? Probably like maybe like an hour and a half, hour 40 or something like that. I'm gonna do IOTA some justice here. We're gonna do it some justice first off by not making all the lines black. All right. All right, and I'm gonna add one more just for the sake of it. And I'm gonna make this yellow. Now, sometimes I use lighter colors. The lighter colors I use them to indicate that there is a level of support there, but it's not the strongest level. And the darker the line, the stronger the level. So that's not what I'm doing right now, but I usually do that. But that's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing with this level. So this yellow level is a level that's there, but it isn't the strongest level. I would say the green level is a stronger level. Now, a few days ago, excuse me, let me see how many days ago. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I would say 4 days ago, IOTA gave us a bullish signal. All right, it pushed up and now it's pulling back. Now, if it gives us another bullish signal here without returning to the place of the original bullish signal, I would say IOTA is getting ready to go higher. As for, let me look at IOTA here. The thing about IOTA is IOTA could be either two things. IOTA is either way overvalued or it is super undervalued. And the reason it's hard to determine is because the way that the coin structure is, all right? Every coin, these IOTAs aren't divisible. Well, technically these are, because each one of these represents 1 million IOTA. But each IOTA isn't divisible. So there isn't anything behind a decimal. They have mega IOTA, and it's kind of, it's silly, but it's the same concept as NEO. How NEO isn't divisible. NEO is only, you can only interact with whole numbers of Neo, it's the same thing here. So there's another cryptocurrency that was Electronium. Electronium is similar, but Electronium does go behind the decimal point. But IOTA there's nothing behind the decimal point. So this is either terribly undervalued or terribly overvalued. I don't think that we're going to see for a long time. And I don't think exchanges are going to add this for a long time. Because I don't think anybody's going to want to be the first person to go out there and list something that isn't blockchain and then it fails. So if it stays strictly on Binance, I'm going to say IOTA comes down in price. But as far as the technicals right now, it gave us a bullish signal like 4 days ago. And I would be looking for another bullish signal before entry. All right, 32 likes. That's not bad. James Bond 0011. I think is it 0011? I don't remember. It's one of his earlier ones. I would say it's in between 1 and 5, maybe. I'll look, and he needs to do a better job with naming those because he didn't even put Tone Vay's name in the title. And I mean, Tone Vay's is Tone Vay's. If you don't put my name in the title, whatever, you're not gonna put Tone Vay's. That would have brought a lot of views to that interview. He's probably watching right now. James is one of my my troll buddies. EOS is on Kraken. Yeah. I mean, Kraken has already shown us that Kraken is, I think they're a U.S. exchange, are they? I'm not sure. But I know Kraken, they're rebels. They're rebels, so. But I can tell you this right now. The fact that EOS doesn't do anything and it's going to become its own blockchain and its ERC20 token right now, by definition, the EOS 20 token that exists today is a security. When it launches and it has a use case and you need EOS, you have to hold EOS. I think their motto is you have to hold. There's no transaction fees, but there is a transaction fee because you have to hold the token to interact with the network, right? If I'm not mistaken. How low is Strat gonna go? Mr. Z's. Mr. Z's, you've been asking me this for days. What's up, brother? You sounds like you put more than you're comfortable with losing in there, bro. And what do you mean go down? Where are we going down? I see up. All right, let's look. Because from what you're saying that you got in when I made the call. I mean, I think this is what you're putting out there. So I made the call here. So if you got in here, right? Let's zoom all the way in, right? I made the call here. So if you got in here, right? Yeah, I made the call. Yeah, I made the call here, right? So if you got in here, let's say the market pulled back on you. All right? So let's say the market pulled back 20%. And the last couple of days, you can't fight that. Everything in the market was down. It was just blood everywhere. Bitcoin was going up. That's what happens. But if you held your position like you probably should have, the reason I would have held my position in that situation is because Stratus wasn't going down because of bad fundamentals or technicals from Stratus. It was going down because of suppression from Bitcoin. So right then and there, I've been calling. Look. I've been calling, boy. Hold the line. Hold the line, goddammit. You got to hold the line. Right in that situation, you have to hold the line. So right? But even if you were in that trade and you held, you This morning you were up 22%. Right now you're up 11%. How far is it going to go down? I don't. What do you mean? We're winning. We're winning, baby. We're winning. What do you want? We're winning. Knife and fork. Pick up your knife and fork. We're winning. Yeah. Okay, yeah. He says, Rizvi says that, I don't want to butcher your first name, Rizvi. Rizvi says that he sees the wolf logo on that screenshot, so that must be the one. Yeah, if you see the wolf logo in the screenshot on James Bond's channel, that's the one. It's me, Tone Vase, and YLGV. You're legit video games. But he does crypto now. So yeah, let me run back, see if we see anything that we didn't cover, and then we're gonna get out of this one because I'm pretty sure this one is gonna be 90 million hours long. Let me know if you guys like the long live streams. Let me know if you guys like them shorter. Let me know some good, maybe a good format or something you're interested in seeing on the channel, whatever, and we'll see if we could get that done. So just to sum it up quickly, guys, when will altcoins bounce? I personally think altcoins will start to see some bounce in altcoins after the 25th, because that's a date that the average person has in their head as far as Bitcoin Gold, even though according to Coinbase, the snapshot has occurred already. So at that date and after that date, I think after the 25th, leading up to Segwit 2X, in between that month in between, or 3 weeks in between, I think that we're going to see some upside. Where will the bounce occur? In my opinion, the bounce is going to occur. A lot of the top 10, they're going to get their share of the bounce, but they held a lot of their value, so they didn't lose much. But the bounce, in my opinion, is going to happen here, guys. From here down, 50 down. That doesn't mean all of them are going to bounce, but there's going to be a lot of opportunities. Which opportunities am I looking at? My personal one, I'm looking at Obsidian. All right, another one that I'm looking at, Neblio. Another one that I just found out today, like I said, I learned from you guys learned from me. Extra, what is it called? Extra Bytes. I'm looking at this. I gotta look at this. I'm gonna tell you guys if this is legit or not, because what they're talking about could be big. Could definitely be big. So I'm looking at a few. There's a few different ones that I'm looking at. There's a lot of other ones. In the comment section below, leave which ones you think are going to shoot up, where the opportunity you think is gonna be at. All right. Bitcoin Gold. I'm gonna ignore my Bitcoin Gold. I probably won't even. I'm gonna eventually get it, maybe, but I'm not. I probably won't even think about that till 2018, maybe. Who knows? But let's check the chat one more time, and then let's get out of here. Put Bitcoin Barbie on a live stream. You want to? Yo, Bitcoin Barbie is dope. Bitcoin Barbie is dope. She's dope. We've been following each other for some time, for a little while now, and I think Bitcoin Barbie is definitely one of the doper, not just females, just people in the space. So I think Bitcoin Barbie is definitely dope. And if she wants to come on, she could definitely come on. Yeah, I'm still on, son. I'm still on. You know what I mean? We trying to get the flow back popping, and people are requesting that you come on a live stream. Bitcoin Barbie is kind of shy though, so I don't know. She does like raps and she has like buy the dip shirts. If I'm not mistaken, those are your shirts, right? All altcoins will bounce after Segwit, says Jay Jackson. I don't know if all of them will, but a lot of them will. I agree too. Long live stream. See, some people say they like the long live stream. Some people say they don't. What do I think about District 0x? I haven't looked too far into their districts and that type of thing. For a while, for a few months, I thought District 0x and 0x were the same thing. So I looked into 0x and thought that they were the same thing. So I didn't look into it, but I'll look into it. Yeah, yeah. I was one of Bitcoin Barbie's. She said I was one of her first followers. She passed me on Twitter and followers. So go follow Bitcoin Barbie on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Chase That Coin. You guys got to bear with me. I hope my stream was good today. Yesterday it wasn't all that great. I hope it was better today. I'm still fixing my setup and making it. Yeah, follow Bitcoin Barbie at Bitcoin and Boobs, and follow me at Chase That Coin. Do I have a second for a question? Yeah, let's get it done. I mean, I don't have anything to do, guys. I don't have anywhere to go. After this, I'm probably gonna go run to a restaurant real quick, go get something to eat, and then come back. You know, do some extracurricular. You know? I don't have anything to do. Oh wait, Bitcoin 24/7 is you too? Oh yo, yo, you turned up. Yeah, what's the question? Let's get the question so we can get out of here. Multi-spec. 37. Not bad. Not bad. Hopefully you guys find what I'm talking about interesting, and hopefully one day we could get this up to, 100, 200 streamers at once. But let's get these last questions out. And oh, I do have something to do. I got to get a haircut. I'm woofing. I'm not woofing too bad. Yeah. If you guys see me squinting, it's because I think I need glasses, but I refuse to get glasses. Is there some science behind the 7 and the 14? Is there some science behind the 7 and the 14? The main science behind it is that I want fast reacting moving averages. The reason that I picked 7 and 14 is because 7 days is in a week and 14 is in 2 weeks. So I want a critical reaction out of my moving averages every 7 and 14 days. And because they are still low moving averages, I'm still going to get those daily, it's every day is going to either inch up a little bit or inch down a little bit. If it's a really high time frame moving average like a 200 or a 150, that's basically a straight line. It's going to take a lot for, so the basic science behind it is I want a quick moving average to react to a quick moving market. Cryptocurrency is quick. After I put out this cryptocurrency video, tomorrow, 2 days, the information that I gave you, I mean, the technicals will still be there, but, the news and all of that about crypto will be irrelevant. Crypto moves quick. I need a quick acting moving average to react to a quick acting market. And the science behind the numbers of 7 and 14 is basically 1 week and 2 weeks. The reason I use the 30 is because the month. All right. And the reason I use the 60 is because 2 months. All right. And why is Stratus working with something with BTC with Tumblebit? All right. Now, if you guys see, certain videos are evergreen, and Tizen is good at making videos that are evergreen. What does evergreen mean? Evergreen means that you can look at this video from a year ago and still get information from it. Now, right after Stratus's ICO, either before, during, or after, I think it was after because I didn't get an ICO, and I remember we were talking about, me, Tizen, we were talking about it, and I picked up some Stratus before the interview, or during the interview, I picked up some Stratus. He got into, Chris True got into a lot of detail. I asked him a lot of good questions. Ty asked him a lot of good questions. Leon asked him a lot of good questions. And this was from a year ago. This was from when Stratus was a baby. So you'll get a lot of, Stratus plans to work with the blockchain space in general. So, and even watch their newer interview with Leon Fu and Chris True on Tizen's channel, which is Cryptocurrency Markets. And that'll give you a lot of information as to why they're doing it. And just think about it. Any cryptocurrency that builds something that is going to, Bitcoin is going to be able to benefit from, that cryptocurrency basically tethered itself to Bitcoin and has become very bullish. The reason that Litecoin is very bullish is because it is a valuable testnet to Bitcoin. If it didn't have that, if Bitcoin couldn't use it to test certain things out on, I don't think there's a bunch of other Litecoins. The thing that Litecoin has as an advantage is it's valuable to Bitcoin. So Stratus is setting itself up the same way as Litecoin, where Stratus will be valuable to Bitcoin. And if that happens, multi-billion-dollar market cap for Stratus. No, I'm not doing any more cryptos. I'm not doing any more cryptos today, guys, because we're going to be here forever. But you know what you could do? I'll be back on tomorrow, same time. I'm going to start doing them a lot earlier because when I put videos out later in the day, like, they don't get many views. And I mean, they don't get many views now because I'm starting to get back into the swing and people are just starting to find out I'm doing videos again. But earlier videos get better traction. So I'm going to try to do them early in the day. I don't have anything to do, so I could do them in the day. And hit that bell, hit subscribe, and hit the bell next to subscribe so you could be notified when I'm doing these live streams. And you could be one of the 36 people that are here getting your coins reviewed. Great stream today. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to, you said I love when you show off your trading style. I'm going to, that's the plan. That's the plan. I'm going to show you how I trade. I want you to be able to mimic the way I trade because it doesn't take any skin off my nose if you know how I trade. It doesn't. If anything, it gives you a reason to come and subscribe. So, what are your favorite books about trading? A lot of the books about trading, they're outdated and they don't really work well with live markets. That's just in my opinion, so I don't read them. A friend of mine, somebody I do consider a friend, and he's a motivational speaker, just asked me the same thing. Prince EA. He just asked me the same thing. He just sent me that he just asked me the same thing. And I told him, I said, I told him what my friends recommended to me. But as far as me reading trading books, I don't do that. I haven't done that. I have taken multiple courses over the years, and a lot of this is the basis of it is from the courses, but a lot of it is from, I've lost thousands of dollars, more than 10, more than 15. I've lost thousands of dollars trading, but I never gave up because I always analyzed my trades and I always said, I was going good up until this point, until I got greedy and forgot my fundamentals. So once remember this concept, guys. CCP, consistency, confidence, and patience. If you consistently look at the charts and mark up the charts and draw support and resistance and look for price action, you're going to build confidence. If you build confidence, you're going to have the confidence if you build confidence, you're going to be confident in your skills. And confidence is going to build patience. And patience allows you to not FOMO. That's what's going to help you with your FOMO. And because you're going to understand, yeah, it's up here. My trading style says I need to wait for it to be down here. I'm patient. I'm confident. I'm consistent. I'm consistent. I'm confident. And I'm patient. The market is going to fall back down here. I'm going to react. Everybody else is going to forget about it. And they're going to go into the new hot coin of the month. The coin is going to push back to that all-time high. And then it's going to break and it's going to go real high. Then everybody else is going to FOMO. It's a science. And hopefully I'll be able to teach you the science here. It's a mental game of trading. Yes, it is, sir. Proper character. Nobody tells others their trade secrets. I disagree with you. Other people do tell people their trade secrets, right? And we're losing some people because, you know, the charting is done. That's okay. But you guys that are still here, maybe you find some relevance in what I'm saying. Let me get back to the point. What was he saying? Oh yeah, about people. There are a few other guys, because I'm a fan of content. Some of these other guys, you know, when you ask them who they watch, they act like they don't watch other content. You know, they act like they're superstars already, and they probably don't even have whatever. But they act like they're superstars already, so they act like they don't watch content. I watch a lot of guys' content, a lot. Small. I'm subscribed to people that have 400 subscribers, 100. I watch a lot of people's videos, and a lot of them do give away their trading style, but I wouldn't call it a trading style. A lot of them are just using moving averages to make entries or exits. And that's not a trading style. That's just using an indicator. I don't have any problem with really breaking down the details of my trading style, what I'm looking for, what coins I'm looking at. Because if you make money, it doesn't hurt me. If you make money, all that does is make you want to come back and make you want to tell your friends. And what's your day job? Technically, I don't have a day job. I mean, I do have a union construction book, but my union construction book is shelved. So I just pay dues on it. That's just in case, you know, because next year the cryptocurrency market could all crash. All these Bitcoin that I got could go to zero. All this could just go away. So it would be stupid for me to throw away a high-paying career that I did a lot of training to get away for cryptocurrency. So instead of throwing it away, I decided to myself to shelf my book. If things ever get slow, I could pick back up my book, make great money, and then when I don't want to work anymore, I could be like, yo, contractor, I'll see you later, and I'm shelving my book, and I go home and sit down. That's the hardest thing for me. The P-Man Van says the hardest thing for me is to be patient, getting better at it. That's good. CCP, break it down like that. Consistency, confidence, and patience. If you consistently look at the charts, you're going to build confidence in your ability to draw up a good chart. If you have confidence in your ability to spot trends and to spot breakout patterns and different things, you'll gain patience. And the patience is the most important part, because if you know what to do, if you know what you're looking for, right? This was my problem for a long time. I knew what I was looking for. I knew what I wanted to do, but I wasn't patient enough to let the market, you know, it may take the market 15 days to drop down to my setup. I couldn't wait that 15 days. I want to get into it up there. And then what would happen? The market would drop down on me to the level that I should have gotten in at, that I wanted to get in at. And then by that time, I was trading on a lot of margin, so I was liquidated, you know. And then it drops down there, then it goes up and it skyrockets. And then if I would have waited 15 days, I would have made bank. So that's the big part of it, guys. What are my favorite crypto YouTube guys? Let's see. Who are my favorite crypto YouTube guys? I'm a fan of the whole space. I'm not, you know, I'm not a lot of these guys that, you know, they don't want to. Who's my favorite crypto YouTube guys? Okay, so I'm subscribed to JSnip4. JSnip4 isn't technically a cryptocurrency guy, but his channel is starting to get dominated by cryptocurrency. I don't agree with the fact that JSnip, the whole webbot, a lot of his picks are from webbot, but that's his choice. But I do know how to use that in my favor. So I may jump on some of these cryptocurrencies just for the hype, jump out early, and just capitalize off of his wave. I'm subscribed to Superman. Superman is he puts out a lot of content. He's very ambitious. I don't like the fact that he jumps from low market cap coin to low market cap coin. I feel like that's creating a lot of FOMO within your audience. And no matter how much I tell you guys not to buy something, right? Some of you guys are still going to buy it just because you may very much so agree with my analysis. And a lot of these coins that he's covering, they're really small market caps. They're pumping. You know, he calls them out, then they pump a few days later. Of course, if a very small, whatever. Hacking the system, I'm not into ICOs. Some of the ICOs that he does, I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot stick. But I do like the fact that he's very ambitious. I do like these two guys. I like their ambition, and I may not agree with the content so much, but I do like them. Brandon Kelly is a very ambitious guy. I don't agree with his trading style because I don't agree with using moving averages to enter and exit the market because they're lagging. So the indication that you're going to get from the indicator is always going to be late. So I'm not a fan of that. Trevon James, I'm not a fan of Big Club Network, but I do like his ambition, and I love the fact that he said he was on welfare, you know, so I do like Data Dash. I don't think he gets really technicals. I mean, some of the simpler technicals, sometimes they get it done too. I do like Data Dash though. Craig Grant is a comedian. I watch Craig Grant's stuff for more, so I like his freedom. I like the way he's just a free dude. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff he says, but he's a positive kind of guy. One that's coming up that I like, Chico Crypto. Chico Crypto, he does the crypto and bear. I like that. I like the Cryptoverse. One that you guys should go and subscribe to. A lot of very consistent. KRBE Crypto. All right. I like this channel. Crypto. Of course I like crypto. I did a show with Crypto Charles Hoskinson a while back. I don't watch Crypto show that much because I do my own research, so I don't. But when I'm on the go and I don't have time, I do watch. That's when I watch it. Crypto Blood, Kubara. I'm not a fan of Kubara. I am subscribed though. Crypto Bud. I like Crypto Bud's channel. Hey man, I'm subscribed to a lot of people. Bite Size Bitcoin. I like, but cryptocurrency market Tizen. That's one of the reasons why I decided to make content. What's Webbot? Webbot is something that Cliff High uses. All right, guys. I'm going to be here forever messing with you guys. I've had enough of these people promoting BitConnect. That's their prerogative. They can do whatever they want. like I said, I like Trayvon and I like Craig Grant as far as them as people. And I don't know them as people like that, but just from what I see, I like them. I don't like BitConnect, but whatever. Any crypto guys that you wouldn't recommend or think are bad influence, give shitty advice? There's a few. But instead of me saying, oh, that this person's content is shitty or this and that, what it's up to me to do is it's up to me to get as much subscribers as they have. So you could put my channel and their channel next to each other and say, all right, this one provides content and this one might not. Or this one does and this one doesn't. Or I like this one. That's my job. My job isn't to say, you know, I hate their content. Because even a lot of channels those were some of the bigger guys. I am subscribed to a lot of smaller YouTubers. And I watch their, because sometimes I'm bored and I'm in the bed and, you know, it's late night. And I watch theirs too. I have no problem with none of these guys. My job is to get as much subscribers as they have so that I have a bigger platform and I can help more people. That's my job. But give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Hit that like button before you guys get out of here. Don't leave without hitting that like button. Hit the like button so more people can follow the stream. More people could be involved with the chase. I appreciate every one of at the all-time high today, we had what, like 43? Every one of the 43 wolves that came out to join me in the chase. The chase doesn't stop. And I'm going to join you in the chat after this so I can stop looking at it. Keep chasing that coin, ladies.